Hi, Pisces, Sun, Moon, Ascendant, or Venus. This is Dane, and I am going to be doing your August 2021 money and career reading for you. Now, I ask if this reading resonates with you, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And if you're interested in any of the cards that I'm using, they will be listed and linked in the description box below. Now, before we begin this reading, let us clear the energy space, raising our own energy vibration and releasing any negativity. So take a nice deep breath in, exhaling whenever it feels comfortable for you. Releasing all negativity from the body like storm clouds, letting yourself feel calm, centered, and at peace as we enter into this safe and loving space. And I don't know if you can hear it, but we're having quite the rainstorm outside right now. And I very much feel that energy of the healing waters being so much a part of you during this time. So just visualizing the healing waters raining down on you, visualizing so much stagnation being washed away, so much beauty, so much depth of color and insight and ideas coming forward. Because that's what I love after the rain. When you go outside and all the trees are painted just a little bit darker and the world smells rich and beautiful. So let's let the bowls sing as we see what the tarot has to say. Pisces, August 2021, money and career. Pisces, angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly. Angels and spirit guides. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly. At the bottom is our rooted self. The left-hand side is our inner self. The middle, our heart, our emotional self. The right-hand side, the public arena, the public self. So let's see what the tarot has to say. We have the Fool, we have the Ten of Wands, and we have the Four of Cups. We have the Ace of Wands. We have the King of Swords, air sign energy, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. If you're born on the cusp with Aquarius, if you have air sign energy within your chart, this is going to come out quite profoundly for you. And then we have the Nine of Cups, which is beautiful. We then have the Seven of Pentacles, the Four of Wands, and the Ace of Swords within the emotional self. The Queen of Swords. Oh my gosh. So you have the King and the Queen from the same suit, from the same deck, with the Ace of Swords right here. There is some sort of knowledge, some sort of revelation, some sort of power that is coming forward. This is also a soulmate connection, a true love connection. This is around the mind. So you're going to find somebody that inspires you, that you work with, who thinks the same as you do, not entirely the same. They don't have to be a carbon copy, but there's going to be something here where all of a sudden the doubts, the fears, the anger, the anguish that you have had, it starts to cut away. And it can be somebody who inspires you in real life, or it can be a book that you're reading, or a podcast that you listen to, or somebody says something and you hear it and it's like, I never thought that way before. And it opens up a door, and you're going to be looking at this stagnant vampiric energy around money, around staying small, around staying safe. And it's like, open up to what you love. And it doesn't mean that you have to be huge, right? You have to just conquer everything, be one of the richest people in the world. No, it doesn't mean that at all. What it means is that you start to become king of your cottage. There's an old Nordic saying, which is my favorite saying, and I want it everywhere. It is better to be king of a cottage than servant in a castle. It is better to be king of your life than servant to a dream that takes away all your joy and all your prosperity, or a desire to prove yourself to everybody else that takes away all the beauty from life. And so this is a time where we need to start taking this leap. Now let's look at the energy we need to be mindful of during this time. What is the energy that Pisces needs to be mindful of? August 2021, money and career. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. It's the Princess of Pentacles. Now, it can be acting like a princess around money, or a diva with money. It's kind of like, I want it, I'm going to spend for it, and I'm not going to listen to any advice or savings or anything like that. So that could be a warning for us, but it is also not falling prey to somebody who is a diva with money. And that's kind of why we can be kind of irked on to maybe spend out of our comfort zone at times, or just to be so frustrated. It's like, you know what, I'm just going to get it, I'm just going to do it. So here with the Princess of Pentacles, it's very much looking at people and saying, well, where's the real worth? Where's the real worth? Where's the real prosperity? There's also somebody who has this like endeavor, is going to do something different. You need to make sure that they actually have the follow through, right? And it isn't just another idea that they're going to lash onto and then drop by the wayside. The subconscious chakra energy here, not subconscious, the chakra energy, Pisces, August 2021, money and career, Pisces. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly, guide this reading. Is rebirth. This is transformation of self and desires. This is the Earth Star chakra, located 6 inches below our feet. We are going to start to see ourselves becoming more, transforming from where we once were, transforming from crawling on the ground like a caterpillar to flying through the sky like a butterfly. There's a freedom around us if we dare to take it, if we dare to connect with the earth and our passion and our powers, to embrace it. It moves us to the Fool. It moves us to taking the leap of faith over chaotic emotions. It moves us to looking at our dreams in a different way. It moves us to following what is a sacred part of ourselves without apologizing, without saying, oh my gosh, I can't believe I'm doing this, or oh my gosh, I'm going to be wrong. It's following our passion. It's following our creativity. It's following the reason why we get out of bed in the morning. And it's not shying away from it. Now, so often people look at a fool and say, oh my gosh, they're foolish. But a fool in medieval times was the person who was able to speak the truth when everybody else had to smile and lie. The fool is what everybody is called when they are on their hero's journey, when they're going to do something out of the norm, out of the world's comfort zone, as they're going to take that leap. And maybe we won't get exactly to the place that we want it to be, but maybe we will get somewhere extraordinary because we have dared. And that is the case. We will get somewhere extraordinary because we have dared. And we need to look at everything that we're carrying that's weighing us down. Worries, doubts, fears, taking on too much. We're going to have a tendency during this time to say, oh, don't worry, I got it. Oh, don't worry, I got it. And at our root during this time, we need to see more than just the dirt on our shoes because we're weighed down with so much that don't worry, we got it. This is a time where we need to say to ourselves, what do I need? What do I want? And where am I heading? And why? What is passionate? What is beautiful? What is it that I am creating to open up my door and to open up my world to myself? I can't be weighed down anymore. I need to let the energy flow within my home, within myself, within my world. And other people need to carry their burdens, need to carry their dreams, need to carry their desires, as do I need to carry mine. And it brings us to the Four of Cups. A gift is coming in that we're just not going to see. It's going to feel maybe not like a gift. It could feel like a bit of a curse. It could feel a bit like, oh my gosh, this is so much pressure. This is so overwhelming. How do I embrace what I desire? It's stepping back. It's taking care of ourselves. And it's starting to see that we're stronger than we believed we are. We're more determined than we knew. We're opening up our eyes and our soul to our hearts and our desires. And so much is being washed away. So much fear, so much doubt. And it leads us to the Nine of Cups. It leads us to a blessing. A wish being granted, something sweet that comes on our lips like honey. And it's a surprise. It's like, oh my gosh, I didn't expect that to taste that sweet. I didn't expect that to be that beautiful. It's starting to embrace the beauty of our desires and our emotions, our dreams and our wants, the person that we are, spiritually, sensually, idealistically, and the person that we have to be in order to get to where we want to be. It's finding a balance. It's finding a beauty. It's finding ourselves in an astounding way. And it moves us to the King of Swords. There is such a power here from the inner self to the public arena. And we're not going to see it. Now, the inner self is coming across as a king. So people take note of kings. Kings for me are the actors upon the stage. They are the people that people look at. But you have the warrior, king, and queen. They both exude a lot of sacred masculine energy. This is going to be a time where we are intense, where we are focused, where we need to channel the sacred masculine energy and not think it's something bad, because it isn't. We need a balance of the both. An excess of either one is not good for anybody. This is going to be a time where we are warriors, and we have to embrace the warriorness of our minds. But this warrior ability, this warrior determination, this being able to hold up the sword and say, I can use this weapon, the only weapon within the tarot. I can use this weapon. I've been trained. I've put in my hours. I've put in my time and my effort. And there is something brilliant and beautiful to me. And I'm seeing it. Now, we don't really want the rest of the world to see how far we've come. This is almost going to be like a secret. And as we embrace this power, this determination, this focus, this insight, these ideas, we embrace who we were born to be. We embrace a cutting away of the nonsense. We embrace memories and determinations. We embrace who we were and who we are. We're cutting through so much nonsense here, so much of the cobwebs and the hurts and the pains that have held us back, that we become fierce. And actually that fierceness can make us afraid. It can be like, oh my gosh, now what am I taking on? Now what is going to be expected of me? It's the gift that we aren't seeing as a gift, because my goodness, if I take on one more thing, the straw is going to my back is going to break. It's the straw that broke the camel's back. I have to embrace my warrior spirit, my tenacity, my insight, my ideas, my desires, because it opens us up to our passions. It opens us up to the gifts of God's source spirit, however you see the divine, the universe. It opens us up to the reason why we get out of bed in the morning, the passion that guides us forward, the determination that leads us to more. It opens us up to this realization of self and this fire, this passion, this brilliance that guides us. And there's going to be a new way that we see our career. There's going to be a new way that we see our inspiration. There can be something that we've been thinking of, and it's like, well, why not do it? Why not go after it? And we have to have patience, because our heart is going to say, well, you know what? I should be there already, and I should be a millionaire. And we have to have patience with our prosperity. And sometimes it's not the more and the more and the more. It is the honoring and the building and the loving what we have in the moment. Because so often in our lives, and especially within our careers, we don't honor where we are now. We don't see even the worth of the struggles that we went through, or the hardships that we went through, or the, horrible jobs that we've had and the horrible bosses. We don't see the point in it. We just think of the unfairness. But it's building us to a place of prosperity, success, bounty, and abundance. It's building us to calling the wealth forward. And it brings us to the Four of Wands, to a marriage of dreams and ideas, to a passion and a brilliance and new job opportunities and new roads to walk, and a sense of why not instead of why. Why not embrace the adventure? Why not say yes instead of no? Why not look at things with confidence, or tell the fear to be quiet as you step forward? Why not? Why not celebrate instead of doubting? This is all about passion. This is all about prosperity. This is all about calling forward new wealth, new adventures, new brilliance. And it brings us to the Ace of Swords, God's source spirit, however you see the divine, the universe, handing us a gift that cuts away the nonsense, that crowns us with glory, that brings new ideas, new insights, this is all about the new. It's like out with the old and in with the new, gone with the stagnation, in with the beautiful energy flow of power and inspiration and brilliance and words that start to make things beautiful. Instead of bringing traditional sorrows forward again and again and again. It leads us to the Queen of Swords. It leads us to this powerful, passionate determination. We have to embrace the sacred masculine energy that is a part of us. It will be a game changer. With the Queen of Swords, it's cutting through what once was denied. It is seeing that it was worth it. All the hours, all the time, all the doubts, all the fears. And we kept on moving forward. It was worth it. There is a sense here of, I see it. I see it and I am prepared for what is to come, to what will be, to, what is now. And I get to fly to new heights. I get to embrace the wind, the ideas, the whispers of inspiration. And it brings us to looking at the vampiric energy that's held onto us for too long, that's held us back for too long. It can be looking at the blessing that we have had, that is an intrinsic part of our soul, and having people laugh at it when we were younger, having teachers mock it, saying, oh, well, you really think this will get you anywhere? And so we walked away. We walked away from a beauty, or we started doubting the beautiful flow of energy that is inside of us, the beautiful flow of expression that is a part of us. The Four of Pentacles is saying our chakra energy isn't flowing the way it needs to. The energy within us isn't inspiring us the way it needs to. There's a sense of selling ourselves short because we've believed too much the nonsense and the vampiric energy that is around us that made us not walk with our head held high and shoulders back. It made us small and huddle in on ourselves and say, I will take what I can get. And I will hoard away these crumbs. It's time to stop. It's time to stop, because in the public arena, we are calling forward wealth. And it doesn't have to be a wealth that anybody else understands. Because with the 10 of Pentacles, it's prosperity and it's success and it's bounty and it's beautiful, happily ever after. But my happily ever after and your happily ever after aren't going to be the same thing. So why do we try to make ourselves cookie cutters? Why do we try to make ourselves uniform versions of success? Now it is time to embrace the difference, to embrace what we love, what we desire, what we want, how we move forward, and what makes our hearts sing. This is a time that we're talking about money, and we're talking about finances. And Spirit is saying, what about your heart? Because your heart is going to lead you forward in a way that you hadn't anticipated, lead you on an adventure. The money, it's coming. It is coming if you cut through so many doubts and fears, if you embrace the warrior spirit without embracing cruelty. And then the celebration gets to come. The unexpected joys get to come. The things that we might have given up on, doubted, thought would never be a part of us, get to come forward. And there gets to be luck, joy, brilliance at the end of the rainbow. It brings us to our subconscious energy to be mindful of. And it's the Freyalt, it's Sagittarius energy, right? It's the sense that I always have to learn more. I always have to know more. I always have to gain a better understanding. It's a sense of this person will teach me. This person will show me. Nobody needs to teach us or show us. We need to express and build and grow and understand. And we're going to think, oh my gosh, this person holds the answer. Nobody's going to hold the answer for us but ourselves. As we take things and we honor the truth that they ring for us, or the hollowness that they hold. It's going to be either or. But as we see this, we see that the rainbow, it isn't with another person. It's out there. And that's going to be it. The rainbow to our happiness, that leads us to our happiness, that leads us to our celebration. It isn't in another person. It is always going to be out in the world. And so we have to embrace out in the world. It moves us to our subconscious chakra message, which is peace, the crown chakra. We want to be crowned with peace, honored with peace, led forward by peace. This is a time where meditation is important. And this is a time of honoring our hearts and our souls and ourselves, saying what brings the beauty, what brings my heart's desire, what makes me happy, what brings joy. And this is embracing peace. And knowing that nobody else has to honor what is beautifully powerful for us. And it's finding that center. It's going to be so easy to lose it. And it's so hard to find it. Peace comes in every now and then. And it's a glimmer. It's a hope. It's a, that's what I've been looking for. And then we lose it again. Because we're such chaotic beings. It's saying, what if I follow that peace forward? Our subconscious tarot message is the 9 of Wands. We're done. We're done listening to everybody else. We're done fighting the same battles. We're battered and bruised. We can have headaches. Our bodies can be a bit sore because we're not listening to ourselves. Because we're trying to be what everybody else signified and defined success as, instead of being the signification of ourselves, the significant understanding of our success, our fires, and our power. So often we don't fit a certain mold when it's not, just so. We think I failed. And during this time, what we have to understand is we have not failed at all. It might be the world that wasn't quite ready for what we had to offer, but it's also the development of our souls wasn't quite ready to trust the power and the brilliance that needs to shine within, that needs to come forward. The hurts, the pains, the disappointments, the angers, the upsets, the battles have strengthened us in a way that if it was easy, we never would have gotten quite here, would we have? All right, Pisces. I hope this reading has resonated with you. I wish you nothing but light, love, peace, and happiness. May harmony always be with you. I'm sending loving, healing energy to each and every one of you. I love you all, and stay safe. Let's end this reading with a meditation, a clearing away of negative energy, a raising of our positive energy as we embrace the bounty that is to come. So take a nice deep breath in, exhaling whenever it feels comfortable for you. May you move forward in peace and in harmony, Pisces.